The Gaza ceasefire negotiations. An in-depth look at the role of Hamas, Israel, and U.S. mediation. Breaking news. Will the Gaza conflict finally see peace? Hamas is currently in talks with other Palestinian factions to decide on their stance regarding the latest ceasefire and hostage release proposal from the United States. But here's where it gets controversial. The clock is ticking, and President Trump aims to have a clear answer from Hamas within a mere 24 hours. Earlier this week, Donald Trump announced that Israel had agreed to the terms for a tentative 60-day ceasefire, during which all sides are expected to strive for an end to the conflict that has been ongoing for 20 months. Yet, despite this hopeful declaration, the Israeli military continues its aerial bombardments across the Gaza Strip, targeting various locations. Local journalists have reported the sound of explosions and gunfire, indicating that Israeli helicopter gunships and artillery were particularly active in the southern Han Yunis region. Tragically, the Nasser hospital in Gaza revealed that at least 15 Palestinians lost their lives when two tents sheltering displaced families came under attack overnight. The Israeli forces have yet to address this incident directly, but they asserted their operations are focused on dismantling Hamas's military capabilities. Early Friday, Hamas issued a statement acknowledging its ongoing discussions with other Palestinian leaders about the ceasefire proposal mediated by Qatar and Egypt. Once these internal consultations are complete, Hamas plans to inform the mediators of their final decision and make an official announcement. According to information about the proposed deal, it entails the phased release of 10 living Israeli hostages and the remains of 18 others in exchange for Palestinian detainees imprisoned in Israel. Out of the 50 hostages still held in Gaza, at least 20 are thought to be alive. One of Hamas's critical demands includes the resumption of unrestricted food and medical aid to the Gaza Strip. The proposal includes arrangements for the immediate influx of necessary supplies, facilitated by the United Nations and the Red Cross. Additionally, the proposal seems to suggest a gradual Israeli military pullback from certain regions within Gaza. Above all, Hamas seeks assurances that Israeli air and ground operation will not restart after the 60-day ceasefire concludes. But this is the part many miss. The negotiations to finalize the war and secure the remaining hostages' release are set to start from day one of the ceasefire. President Trump remarked that he hopes an agreement will be reached within the next 24 hours, paving a way for indirect talks before Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's visit to Washington next week. U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee emphasized the collective desire for an end to the conflict, stating, "The president wants it to be over, the prime minister wants it to be over, the American people, the Israeli people want it to be over." Netanyahu, in his commitment to the families near the Gaza border, pledged to ensure the return of all remaining hostages. However, he has maintained that the war will persist until Hamas's military capability is neutralized and all hostages are freed. This conflict, ignited by the October 7, 2023 attack that led to about 1,200 fatalities and 251 hostages, has resulted in over 57,000 deaths in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. What do you think about these developments? Do you believe these negotiations will lead to lasting peace? Or is skepticism warranted? Share your thoughts in the comments.